Hi guys, have you ever wondered what it means to be a disciple? What's the definition of following Jesus? Well, today we're going to look at what Jesus said is at the heart of what it means to follow him. So as you know, I've said we're going to look at what Jesus says is at the heart of what it means to be a disciple. Well, you find this description in John chapter 13, verses 34 and 35. So let's read it. A new commandment I give you, love one another as I have loved you. So you must love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. What a statement. Jesus is basically just saying two things. He's saying, as I have loved you, so love one another. And if you do this, the world will know. This is what defines you as a disciple. That's the defining description of being a follower of Jesus. This is how the world will know that you're his disciple. By the way, you love one another as he has loved you. So how's Jesus loved you? Well, I'd like to share a little short story that I was told as a young boy. It's a story of a young family and the father waking up at night, startled with some noises coming from the kitchen. And as he makes his way down the hallway to the kitchen with his gun in his hand, ready for any burglar or any danger coming, he meets a young boy, about 18 years of age, lived on the street, now standing right in front of his fridge, trying to get something to eat. The moment the boy sees him, he immediately starts explaining and begging for his life, saying he never had a dad, he doesn't have a house, he really had a tough time. The father listens to his pleas, and as he is listening, suddenly something grips his heart. It is a scream that makes your heart stop, and it's coming from his newborn son's room. He immediately looks down the hallway and he sees his wife in shock, standing hopelessly with a lifeless body in her hands. You see, because what happened was when this young boy came into his house, his little newborn son started screaming, and in order to stop the boy from waking everyone up, this young man on the street decided to put a pillow over his head, and so your newborn son was suffocated and died. The father now has four choices in front of him. The first one is he takes that gun and he just immediately repays what he has received. That is revenge. He takes revenge and he just looks at that boy living on the street and says, you killed my boy, you take his life, I take yours. The second option is he allows justice to take place. So he calls the police, and this little boy, or this boy living on the street, is taken into custody and he pays for his crimes. The third option the father has is to forgive this man, looking him straight in the eyes and saying, well, I forgive you. I know your life was hard, but I never ever want to see you again. The fourth option, and the last one that the Father has, and this is what God's love was for us, and this is grace, is to look that young man in the eye and say to him, well, you never had a dad, and I don't have a son. Why don't you come and stay in my house, and I will love you like you're my own son. His inheritance will one day be yours. The love that I have, I will shower over you. You are mine. Guys, that's the love Jesus showed us. That's the love the Father gave us. That is how he loved you and me, by giving us something that we did not deserve. Actually, the opposite. So, may the world know that you follow Jesus by the way you love one another. God bless.